Lanterns of Legacy, Dylan Wang and Bailu honor lost loves in a heartwarming charity project. As the sun dipped below the horizon on the evening of August 23, 2025, casting a golden glow over the serene banks of the Minjiang River in Sichuan, China, a new chapter of hope and remembrance began to unfold. The air was thick with anticipation as fans, media, and local communities gathered for an extraordinary event dubbed Lanterns of Legacy, a charity initiative spearheaded by two of Asia's most beloved stars, Dylan Wang and Bailu. This heartwarming project was more than just a celebrity appearance. It was a deeply personal tribute to their fictional lost loves, Mai and Chen, born from their shared narrative of healing during a fictional grief retreat, and a beacon of inspiration for fans worldwide. The genesis of a healing journey. The story of Dylan Wang and Bailu's bond traces back to an imagined retreat in the misty mountains of Sichuan, where the two actors, known for their captivating on-screen chemistry in projects like Meteor Garden and Only for Love, found solace after portraying characters who faced profound loss. In this fictional narrative, Dylan's character had lost Mai, a vibrant soul whose laughter once filled his days, while Bailu's character mourned Chen, a steadfast companion whose absence left a void. The retreat, set against a backdrop of rolling hills and quiet reflection, became a sanctuary where they processed their grief, forging an unbreakable connection through shared tears and whispered memories. This imagined experience, though fictional, laid the foundation for Lanterns of Legacy. The idea emerged during a late-night conversation under the stars, where Dylan and Bailu mused about turning their personal healing into a collective act of remembrance. We realized that our story could resonate with so many others who've lost someone dear, Bailu shared in a press conference earlier that week, her voice soft but resolute. This isn't just about us. It's about giving everyone a chance to honor their own Mai or Chen. The vision takes flight. By early 2025, the concept had evolved into a full-fledged charity project, blending art, culture, and community spirit. The event, held at 7:31 p.m. West Africa time, on August 23, 2025, was timed to coincide with the peak of the lunar calendar's glow, a nod to the traditional Chinese Lantern Festival, which symbolizes hope and renewal. The Minjiang River, a lifeline of Sichuan culture, provided a poetic setting, its gentle currents mirroring the flow of memories the actors sought to honor. The centerpiece of Lanterns of Legacy was a series of handcrafted lanterns, each designed by local artisans in collaboration with Dylan and Bailu. These weren't ordinary lanterns. Each one was a canvas of personal stories. Fans were invited to submit messages, drawings, or photographs of their lost loved ones, which were then incorporated into the designs. Dylan, with his meticulous attention to detail, sketched initial concepts featuring delicate floral motifs to represent Mai's lively spirit, while Bailu added elegant calligraphy inspired by Chen's quiet strength. The result was a collection of over 500 lanterns, each a unique tribute glowing with individual memories. The charity aspect was equally ambitious. Proceeds from ticket sales, merchandise, and online donations were pledged to support grief counseling programs across Asia, with a special focus on rural communities where such resources are scarce. "We want to light the way for others to heal," Dylan explained during a live stream, his usual playful demeanor giving way to a rare sincerity. The project partnered with local NGOs and international mental health organizations, ensuring that the legacy of Mai and Chen extended beyond the event itself. The evening unfolds. As dusk settled, the riverside transformed into a spectacle of light and emotion. A stage adorned with silk banners and flickering candles served as the heart of the event, where Dylan and Bailu took center stage. Dressed in elegant yet understated attire, Dylan in a deep blue traditional robe and Bailu in a flowing white dress, they welcomed the crowd with a joint speech that set the tone for the night. "Tonight, we'll light these lanterns not just for Mai and Chen, but for every person who's ever carried a loved one's memory in their heart," Bailu began, her voice trembling slightly. Dylan nodded, adding, "This is our way of saying that love doesn't end. It transforms into something that guides us forward." The ceremony kicked off with a traditional Sichuan opera performance, its haunting melodies echoing the themes of loss and renewal. As the music swelled, volunteers began releasing the lanterns onto the river, their gentle bobbing creating a river of light that stretched into the distance. Each lantern carried a story, some from fans who lost parents, others from those mourning friends or siblings. One lantern, adorned with a child's drawing of a smiling face, bore the note, "For my sister, who taught me to laugh again." Another, inscribed with elegant script, read, "To Chen, my rock, thank you for the strength." The crowd watched in silence, many with tears streaming down their faces, as the lanterns drifted away. Overhead, drones captured the scene, broadcasting it live to millions of viewers across platforms like Weibo and YouTube, where the hashtag #LanternsOfLegacy trended within minutes. The visual was breathtaking, a tapestry of light against the dark water, symbolizing the enduring presence of those who had passed. Interactive moments and fan engagement. What made Lanterns of Legacy truly special was its interactive element. Before the lantern release, attendees participated in workshops led by Dylan and Bailu. Dylan, with his artistic flair, guided fans in painting lantern panels, his laughter ringing out as he jokingly critiqued a lopsided flower. Bailu, ever the perfectionist, offered calligraphy tips, her steady hand tracing characters that spoke of resilience. These sessions fostered a sense of community, turning strangers into shared storytellers. Online, the engagement was equally robust. A dedicated website allowed fans to submit digital tributes, which were projected onto a massive screen during the event. One submission, from a young fan in Seoul, read, "To my, your songs still play in my dreams." Another, from a mother in Jakarta, wrote, "Chen, you are my hero. Your lantern will shine forever." These messages, read aloud by Dylan and Bailu, added a layer of intimacy to the global broadcast, bridging cultures and continents. The emotional core. The emotional resonance of the event stemmed from Dylan and Bailu's personal investment. Drawing from their fictional retreat narrative, they wove their characters' stories into the fabric of the night. During a poignant moment, Dylan lit a lantern inscribed with "Your light lives in every sunrise," while Bailu followed with one reading "Chen, your wisdom guides my every step." The actors released these lanterns together, their hands brushing as they let go, a silent acknowledgement of the bond they built through shared grief. This act wasn't just performative, it mirrored their imagined journey of healing. In the retreat story, Dylan's character found solace in Mai's memory through art, while Bailu's character channeled Chen's lessons into acts of kindness. Lanterns of Legacy became the culmination of that arc, transforming private pain into public inspiration. As the clock struck 7:33 p.m. West Africa time on Saturday, August 23, 2025, the Minjiang River in Sichuan, China, shimmered with an ethereal glow, its waters reflecting the hundreds of lanterns bobbing gently downstream. The Lanterns of Legacy charity event, spearheaded by Dylan Wang and Bailu, had reached its crescendo, but the night was far from over. Building on the emotional foundation laid in the initial hours, this continuation delves deeper into the heart of their grief retreat narrative, amplifying the tribute to their fictional lost loves, Mai and Chen, with captivating scenes that left an indelible mark on all who witnessed it. This was a night where art, memory, and community intertwined to create a legacy that would resonate far beyond the riverbanks. Rekindling the retreat, a journey revisited. The genesis of Lanterns of Legacy traced back to that imagined grief retreat in the misty Sichuan mountains, a sanctuary where Dylan and Bailu's fictional characters found solace after losing Mai and Chen. In this expanded narrative, the retreat wasn't just a fleeting escape. It was a transformative odyssey. Picture a scene where Dylan, his eyes red from silent tears, sat by a crackling campfire, clutching a sketchbook filled with Mai's favorite flower, the peony. Bailu, knee-high, traced Chen's name into the earth with a stick, her voice breaking as she recounted his unwavering support during her toughest days. The retreat's climax came when a sudden rainstorm forced them into a cave, where, under the flicker of a lantern, they shared their deepest fears and dreams. This moment of vulnerability birthed the idea of honoring their lost loves publicly, turning personal pain into a collective celebration. That cave scene replayed symbolically during the event. As the opera performance concluded, a light drizzle began, prompting Dylan and Bailu to lead the crowd to a makeshift canopy adorned with lanterns. "This rain feels like Mai and Chen blessing us," Dylan quipped, his voice warm despite the chill, earning a chorus of laughter and nods. Bailu added, "Let's make this cave our stage tonight," as they invited fans to join them under the canopy, recreating the retreat's intimacy on a grand scale. The drizzle transformed into a magical mist, enhancing the lantern's glow and setting a surreal tone for the night's next act. The Lantern Craft, a canvas of souls. The heart of Lanterns of Legacy lay in its lanterns, each a masterpiece crafted by Sichuan artisans under Dylan and Bailu's creative direction. This section of the event expanded into a vibrant workshop spectacle. Imagine Dylan, sleeves rolled up, dipping a brush into crimson ink to paint peony petals, his laughter erupting as a fan's clumsy stroke turned into a lopsided heart. "That's Mai's spirit, imperfect but beautiful," he declared, turning the mistake into a feature. Bailu, meanwhile, guided a young girl in calligraphy, her steady hand shaping Chen in bold strokes, tears glistening as the child whispered, "This is for my dad." The workshop buzzed with energy. Children giggled, elders shared stories, and the air filled with the scent of paint and paper. The lanterns themselves were a sight to behold. One featured a peony wreath encircling a photo of a fan's late grandmother. Another bore a poem about Chen's quiet strength, penned by Bailu herself. A standout creation was a lantern with a mirrored surface, reflecting the faces of all who gazed into it, symbolizing the living legacy of the departed. As these lanterns were paraded to the river's edge, a drum roll from a traditional Sichuan band heightened the drama, each beat a heartbeat of memory. The crowd's collective gasp as the first lantern hit the water was a moment of pure emotion, captured by drones that projected the scene onto giant screens, where teardrop animations danced alongside the real reflections. The ceremony's climax, a river of light. The lantern release, already a poignant highlight, escalated into a cinematic spectacle. As Dylan and Bailu released their personal lanterns, his inscribed with Mai, "Your light lives in every sunrise," and Hayes with Chen, "Your wisdom guides my every step," a synchronized firework display erupted overhead. The fireworks, shaped like peonies and calligraphic swirls, mirrored the lantern designs, casting a kaleidoscope of red, gold, and purple across the sky. The crowd erupted in cheers, but the real magic happened when fans joined in, releasing their own lanterns in waves. A young boy, no older than 10, stepped forward with a lantern painted with a soccer ball, whispering, "For my brother, Chen," before letting it float away, his mother squeezing his hand. The river became a living tapestry, its surface a mosaic of glowing tributes. A drone camera zoomed in on a lantern with a faded photo of a soldier, its note reading, "To my first love, wait for me." Another captured a lantern drifting solo, its light flickering as if waving goodbye. Bailu, moved to tears, narrated these moments live, her voice breaking as she said, "Every light is a story, and every story deserves to shine." Dylan, ever the optimist, chimed in, "This river is our memory bank. Let's keep depositing love." The broadcast, trending under #Lanterns of Legacy, saw millions of viewers lighting virtual candles online, amplifying the event's global reach. Fan connection, a shared healing space. The interactive workshops evolved into a deeper fan engagement segment. Under the canopy, Dylan and Bailu hosted a memory circle, where attendees shared stories of their lost loved ones. A middle-aged man recounted losing his wife, Mai, to illness, his voice cracking as he described her love for Sichuan opera. A teenager spoke of Chen, her mentor who taught her to code, her tribute lantern featuring binary code hearts. Dylan sketched a quick portrait of the man's wife, while Bailu wrote a haiku for the girl's mentor, the gifts handed over amid applause. This circle fostered a sense of belonging, with fans posting #MemoryCircle selfies that flooded social media. Online, the digital tribute wall became a virtual lantern river. A fan from Malaysia submitted a video of her lighting a candle for her father, Chen, while a Japanese viewer uploaded a sketch of Mai dancing in a field. These were projected live, with Dylan and Bailu reading select messages aloud. Their reactions, Dylan's wide-eyed awe, Bailu's soft smiles, adding authenticity. The hashtag #LightForMyChin trended alongside #Lanterns of Legacy, with celebrities like Xiao Zhan donating lanterns remotely, further cementing the event's cultural impact. The afterglow, a legacy ignited. As the fireworks faded and the last lanterns drifted out of sight, the aftermath was a whirlwind of emotion. The $500,000 raised swelled to $600,000 with last-minute donations, funding grief counseling hubs in Sichuan, Beijing, and now Jakarta. A local artist unveiled a mural inspired by the event, depicting Dylan and Bailu releasing lanterns against a starry sky, to be installed at the retreat site. Fans lingered, some crafting impromptu lanterns from spare materials, their chateau a testament to the night's lingering magic. Dylan and Bailu, exhausted but elated, stood by the river's edge, watching the mist settle. "I would have loved the fireworks," Dylan mused, his voice soft. "Chen would have planned the whole thing." Bailu laughed, wiping a tear. Their fictional